Well, spring is in bloom, so we're having a garden party here at ShopHQ for the Jewelry Edit. I'm Aaron Kessler. Mina is joining us for a well-curated show. You picked out pieces that all have a floral theme, all fit for the garden.
It's all about spring, it's all about the garden, flowers and butterflies and everything we love about spring.
Welcome. We have 1 hour to feature the garden party, so let's sip some tea, let's get ready, let's watch the blooms and enjoy Cameo Italiano. Best-selling piece, a huge piece. Imagine the size of that shell that came from, by the way. If you want to shop on the website, we have very few of the letters that have more than a dozen available. Just the intricacy, but I love that every letter is different.
Yeah, it's an initial pendant with all those flowers around it, the floral motif that we're talking about. But yes, everyone is unique, like you can see right there.
Just like the flowers in the garden, right? Just like the butterflies and the bees. I love seeing the big, like, lazy bumblebees when they kind of float through the garden. Now, at the end of the show, I know you know this part of the world very well, piece diamonds.
Yes, piece diamonds. This is our only flower piece of jewelry in the entire collection. So we had to add it in. Yes.
You should do a pendant that matches back that.
I know, we really should. It's such a good design there, all done in these beautiful diamonds.
Everything is marked down for the show, for the sale. Welcome to the party. Now, what do you get dressed up in, right? Florals and white linens and beautiful summer hats, but then you want jewelry to match back to it. Welcome to passport to style, to the garden, to the intricacy, to the filigree. Two choices here between platinum plating and then 22 karat gold plating. We'll talk about the Quattro gold that is behind this collection. Passport to Turkey. Sizing 5 through 11. Now you can't size this one, so do pick a finger or pick a size that works for you. In the platinum plating, we are single digits across all sizes. Oh, and you see every bit of that shine for the platinum and that rich 22 karat, unmistakably buttery. It's just a tiny, tiny, tiny step down from 24 karat, but affordable. At under $70, you get a gorgeous collection home. We do have matching earrings coming up and a matching large floral pendant. Let's start with the collection first. Passport to Turkey, what does it represent?
Yeah, Passport to Turkey is really all about these kind of Turkish-inspired designs, as if you're buying these things directly from Turkey. And they're all done in sterling silver with the overlay of vermeil of gold. It's called the Quattro gold plating.
Still precious under metal.
Right. So yeah, silver with gold over it. So everything is precious here. You're getting that 22 karat gold as the final layer here. So that's what you're seeing on all of our Passport to Turkey pieces. So beautiful. And some of the Passport to Turkey pieces we even do in our platinum finish over the silver. So you can see both options here. That platinum is so icy and bright and white, but everything in this collection really is about kind of old world designs, but modern techniques. So you have that really cool, ornate looking jewelry, but you have it it's wearable for everyday use.
It does have that vintage charm, doesn't it? And you see the presence on the finger, by the way. It is going to be a 1-inch cocktail ring, so it's a nice big look for it. It stands up, it stands out. There's an outer portion of petals, there's an inner portion of petals. There's so much filigree and beadwork and detailing. You even get the center of the flower there where like the stamens would be, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look at this, the outer ring of the petals, the inner one there, it's all three-dimensional. Look at this as it stands up off the hand. I love a big statement cocktail ring. I really do. And they went out of style for a few years there, and now they're kind of back. And
bigger's always better.
I know. So I used to have a bunch of them actually, and now I need to build up my collection of them again.
You should never get rid of it.
I
You
know.
always keep it. What?
I know.
You got rid of it.
Back then I was like 20, and it was like, you know, costume jewelry. So
well,
some of these
that's
things didn't last.
With a good collection, right? And I will say, base metal being sterling silver, silver prices, silver market. Oh my God. We used to think of silver as like, oh, it's going to be a base metal for something. We'll do plating over it. The silver has gone up so much. Silver's over $35 an ounce. Gold is over $3,100 an ounce. You're going to see all of that backwork. A textured band, which is stunning. Now, I would say pick a finger, pick a size for you, because being that it's 22 karat vermeil over that sterling silver, we wouldn't be able to size this.
Right.
But gorgeous finish, finished under gallery there. But you get the petals, you get the difference, you get that gleam. Oh, look at how rich that looks.
It's so pretty. That rich, 22 karat gold gives you so much dimension too. It's so beautiful. Brush finish there on the band. It's a thick band too, so it's going to be comfortable. Right. And then get this the exact size you need.
Please.
Definitely, because yes, you can't size that, and you want that flower to really sit nicely on the top of your hand.
I'll show you the writing on the inside here. There is information as well. So you're going to get the 18 karat marking the vermeil and then 925 for that sterling silver as well. This is Passport to Turkey, a limited edition collection, by the way. Old world charm, something ancient but something modern all at the same time.
Yeah, it's amazing. Just the level of detail in all of these pieces. That's what I think Passport to Turkey is about. There's so much filigree work. There's so much detail. So you get that beauty of just feeling like you're transported to a different place. I mean, look at this. Look at that pendant. That matching pendant.
It's a big
Oh my
look,
gosh.
isn't it? And if you want all pieces, we do have the pendant, we have the earrings, and we have the ring. If you want the platinum choice, that's where you can get all 3 parts of a collection home in the ring. We're under 3 dozen in total as we stand. Yellow gold, extremely limited.
Yeah, and right here though, this is that platinum over the silver option here, and it's so icy white. It's so beautiful. I mean, I always wear gold. I really don't wear white metals, but this really draws me in.
Well, because it's such an impressive look, right? And when it comes to platinum, when it comes to sterling, the most reflective, right? The highest shine. If you want shine factor, it looks like it's almost iced out in diamonds because it is so shiny.
So pretty. Yeah, you can't go wrong either option. I love that we have that whole suite for you, the ring, the pendant, the earrings that match. Cheyenne's wearing the earrings too. Actually, I have them on as well. I'll show them to you in a little bit. The earrings and the pendant. I mean, such a good look. And we're talking all about flowers. This is, of course, just a pure flower. If you love flower jewelry, this hour is for you. And I mean, who doesn't love flower jewelry, honestly? It's so beautiful. Gives you that feeling of spring, beauty. Here's the pendant. Look how big this is.
Oh, you had the gold pendant. I was wondering where that was.
I know, I'm wearing it. That's why it's not here.
Mina has the gold suite on. The ring is under $70. So I would add something on to go over $75. That's where you get the free shipping. Maybe get the ring and the earrings together. Maybe add a little something on. Okay, that pendant is stealing the show. Oh my God.
Same exact design as the ring, but it's just larger. So you have even more layers of petals. Look how 3-dimensional it is. Look at all of that precious sterling silver and gold that you're getting in this piece. That big oversized bail. I love to wear both of these together because they match back so perfectly. There's that ring. You can wear the ring on any finger, of course, but it makes such a statement. I love that flower statement ring. I was talking about I used to have some bigger statement rings. I had a flower ring a lot like this, actually, but it was costume jewelry, and it was not this ornate at all.
Well, and this is not costume, by the way. It's going to be very finely constructed for you. That pendant, if you want to get that pendant, I think you must get it home with the ring, with the earrings. Go over $75, get the free shipping and handling. Welcome to the garden party. We wait so long to see the flowers, right?
I know. I can't wait for spring to start here.
The tulips are popping up. I'm seeing like the first ones kind of budding up, coming through. I'm like, oh, finally, there they are. Now let's talk about the pendant. A larger enhancer bail pendant here, big. It's 2.5 inches from the top of the bail to the bottom of the pendant, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4. Like beautiful petticoats of petals. Right
here, petals, petals, petals. Look at all those layers. It's just gold stacked on top of each other. It's really durable too. It's strong. Look at from the side. This is so pretty. I mean,
that might be a one-piece wonder.
It really is. These are all hand-finished pieces as well. So there's so much work that goes into every single piece here.
We won't get a full presentation because we're under 20 between the 22-karat yellow gold plating for May, which for May is where you get 2.5 microns of that gold. It's a lot of gold considering your price point. The other is going to be your platinum choice, and it's hard to pick. I will say, typically I'm more on your side of things, right? Where it's like yellow gold all the way, like all the 18 karat, all the 24 karat. Here, gorgeous. Now, if you want a station necklace that is from the same collection, that would actually layer very well with that. What's the offer number here, Nick, on the station necklace? 213-885. Beautifully done. A little bit longer length here as well, so you could use it as a framer. The earrings. Now, Mina has the earrings in, and this is where you get like a buttercup flower, right? So it's this sweet little flower, 1 cup of petals.
True.
Big impression in the ear, though. So it's like 3¼ inches.
Yes, and that matches back to that ring and pendant, too. That filigree design, the beautiful flower. They're so pretty.
209-377 to get yours. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the garden party. There's no party like a garden party, right? Pastels and pinks and greens. You can get dressed up. You can have that excitement when winter's gone, right? Life is coming back to the garden. 215-779 is next. Under $200. Every garden needs the bees and the butterflies, right? We get the butterflies here done in abalone, which is gorgeous. The lapidary work is very fine here. Coin edge border around each of them. And then you get the look of tree bark, right? You get this beautiful, almost wood grain texture, but it's all coming to life with 22-karat gold over a sterling silver body. Now, it's going to be an open hinged bangle, so it's very easy to take on and off. No clasp, no closure for you. Much bigger on the wrist than it looks on the screen.
Right. This is a large bracelet. I love the design of it with that hinged bangle. I'll show that to you in a little bit, but look at those butterflies. So you've got that open space there in the middle and the 2 beautiful butterflies done in abalone right there. Of course, abalone is that natural shell material. It gives you so much of those beautiful blues and purples and greens and even some pinks there. I mean, yeah, look at that. Each of them is going to be unique because it is a natural shell material. So you're getting a really cool bracelet that is one of a kind. And it really does give you that impression of the butterfly with all the different colors, right?
It does. And I love butterflies because there's that iridescence, that light play, that life behind them. There's nothing like a butterfly, the transformation of a butterfly, the new beginnings. We do have the matching earrings as well. If you'd like to get those home, we'll get you the offer number there. 2 sizes. So we have a small, medium, medium, large in the bracelet. Both are single digits, the 6.5 inch or the 7 1/4. So it's going to be your kind of average size for those bridge sizing, 20 to 23 grams. Base metal sterling silver, and then you get vermeil over it.
Yes.
You can see how rich that 22 karat is.
Oh yeah, so this is all solid sterling silver with so much gold, 22 karat gold over it. Look at how wide this band is in the back. There's that hinge of the bangle too.
It's very Etruscan from a glance.
It's a heavy piece, yes. Yeah. It is substantial, it's so beautiful. Here's how I can take it off really easily. I mean, look how easy that is. There's no closure. It hinges open like this, so it opens really nicely. There's that working hinge. Yeah, the matching earrings are amazing. Look at the inside too. It's all finished with that under gallery at the inside, so it's going to be very comfortable for you. But I love a bracelet that you don't have to ask someone to put on for you.
Yes,
you can just put it on yourself, just like that. There you go.
God.
And I'm wearing the smaller size. That's that 6.5 inch size. It fits me so well because my wrist is a little under 6 inches. Then we have the larger size, which is 7 1/4 inch for the larger size wrists.
Now we only have this done in that 22 karat gold plating, the vermeil. It's 18 millimeters by 18 millimeters for each of those abalone, but to do them so well, to fit them so nicely into those settings, it's gonna be matching size in the earrings, 215771. If you were stacking, I think this is a good foundation.
It definitely is. You can stack this with your other gold bangles, other maybe beaded bracelets, gold chain bracelets. And yeah, Cheyenne has those matching earrings in the same exact size of the butterflies.
Only second presentation ever, by the way, which I'm kind of shocked at. I think this, I mean, Passport to Turkey, something we haven't seen that often, saved for a garden party. We have best value, best price, under $200. One final minute left to shop here. The look, though, the abalone gives the impression of butterflies. If it was mother of pearl, it wouldn't be as vibrant or as colorful.
I agree. And you know, butterflies, when you see them, they have kind of that iridescent look to their wings, right? Where it kind of reflects the light in different ways, depending on how they move. And that's really similar to how abalone looks. So I love that that inclusion of the abalone as the butterfly wings.
They are gorgeous. Reminder on sizing here, small, medium. Fits about 6.5 inch. If you want to go up to the medium large, consider about 7 1/4 inch wrist. No clasp, no closure, so it's going to be that open bangle, nicely hinged at the back of it. You want the matching earrings, matching in color, in metal, in material, 215771. I think the earrings are so wearable, so versatile, very giftable.
Definitely. So it's a drop earring. It's got a nice little hook closure there. And let me see how big the drop is. It's about 1.5 inches for the drop there.
That's nice.
Same abalone material, same as gold over that sterling silver. It's so beautiful. And look, everyone's going to be so unique, just like you're seeing right there. They're not going to be the exact same because that abalone shell has the different patterns and colors to it.
Floral stir spring, groundbreaking, right? You get the butterflies, you get the florals, you get all of it done with gold, with abalone. Oh, this is stunning. Now, we won't have time for a full presentation here, but this is a nice way to do florals that almost repeat that famous cloverleaf design.
Yeah, so this is that floral bracelet. Each one of those is the same. They're all the way around your wrist, so getting a whole bouquet of flowers.
215776, very affordable. Shop everything on the website. Free shipping, $75 plus. We're gonna go to the couture collection, Stefano Oro's Ricami collection, settling in with one of the cutest little butterflies. Not that little, by the way. Size 10 sold out. We have 5 through 9 available, single digits in all sizes, by the way. Offer number is 214306, under $600, but your weight here, 3.13 grams. That's 14 karat Italian yellow gold. We'll talk about the layers of the Ricami collection here as well, because it's a diamond cutting as a secondary, as a foundational layer, and then over it, you get the lace work. You get the floral Ricami, the famous collector's design from Stefano Oro. Now, when we talk about Stefano, we're going 14 karat genuine gold here, But to do Ricami is where we take 14 karat, we go to like the runway collection.
Yes, Stefano loves his Ricami. Everyone loves this collection from Stefano. It's this kind of lace pattern that he does, where it is this kind of just the nice open work in the gold, so you can see the floral designs in that. You have
sparkle.
all of that space there, and you can do it in so many different pieces. So this is the Ricami butterfly, with that Ricami design overlaid over here into that butterfly shape. So you're getting butterflies and flowers. Of course, we had to include this in our garden party hour. And really, this is the only butterfly suite of items from Stefano.
True.
He doesn't do a lot of butterflies.
Perfect for spring, perfect for renewal, rebirth, transformation, hope, certainly. And below that outer layer, below that pierced section of the Ricami, you actually get a layer of like diamond faceting.
Yes.
That's where the sparkle comes through. That's going to be the foundation of the butterfly.
You can kind of see that through, right?
Look at that. I'm also imagining like a little window pane, like a lace window pane into a diamond world.
Yes, it really is. And that's all 14 karat gold. These are all straight from Italy.
Yeah.
That's everything in Stefano's collection, 14 karat gold from Italy.
It's very complicated to create these pieces.
Oh yeah, definitely. And he has so many Ricami pieces in the collection. I've seen hundreds of these designs over the years, and everyone is just so beautiful. Look at this pretty little butterfly, and you can see how much three-dimensionality there is to it too. Look, it's like a chunky little piece of gold there. Nice gold band too. This will be really solid for you. 14 karat gold and everything, high polished. Look just how pretty that is.
Ooh. And the width here is nice as well. So you're looking at about 1.25 inches for the width.
Yeah.
The overall length is about 1 inch for you. And the average gold weight, depending on size here, is about 3.13 grams on average. If you want the matching pendant and chain, 214307. We have very few in the matching pendant. We do have matching earrings as well. If you want to head to the website, we have all 3 pieces, but we're down to single digits in the earrings. We're very limited to the necklace, and then that ring. If you want just one piece, right? If you want gold, and if you love Stefano, we don't have a lot of pieces in the show that feature butterfly, Ricami, to feature all of these spring motifs. We're in the garden, we're getting ready for the garden party. I think it's a nice thing to look forward to, right? Because the flowers are out, the moods are up. It's always a sunny day, like come May, come June.
Yes.
It's the excitement of the season.
I can't wait for it to get green around here, see the leaves on the trees, the
Hopefully
green
soon.
grass. Yeah, this snow needs to melt here.
We had so much the other day. I was looking out the windows and I'm like, well, I guess spring it's spring-ish, right?
Right, I mean, it's technically spring.
It's technically spring. But I was looking outside and I'm like, oh, the mess. I was like, oh, all the slush and the snow. But then you see like the first signs of life pop up, the first hint of green, the first buds on the bushes and the trees. I saw the hydrangeas. There's like little tiny like little buds coming out. And I'm like, oh, finally.
I can't wait.
Right? You start seeing life again. The world comes to life.
Yeah, all the flowers, all the life, all the critters, the butterflies, the bees, everything like that.
I would love to have bees. I would love to keep bees. I'm afraid of them.
I kind of agree. I think it'd be fun at some point in your life to try like making your own honey. Melissa does that, right?
Oh, she's obsessed.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
There's something called the flow hive. So it's this like modern invention of a beehive, but you don't have to open it. Because like opening it, I guess you can kind of kill the bees and like crush some of them and like have to smoke them. But you approach it and like you do this crank thing and it like splits the little panels and it just flows out the bottom. It's so cool. I'll pull up a video. Yeah.
No, I mean, you should do that someday. You know, I think I probably will someday as well.
I want to. I'm a little. Well, here's the thing. I'm slightly allergic, so I'm like a little afraid of it. But I think they also read your energy, right?
Sure.
I think they do.
No, I think they do. Yeah.
I think the Flow Hive. I'll show you this thing. We're not sponsored by the Flow Hive, by the way.
Bees and butterflies. I have raised butterflies from caterpillars as a child. Sure. Oh, doesn't every kid do that, right?
Yeah. Well, I hope so. Yeah. Check this out. This is so cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's like this little beehive. Do
you know my middle name is Bee?
Is it really? Oh, I was wondering because your Instagram handle has that.
Yep, that's my middle name.
See, look at that. The Flow Hive.
Cool.
Isn't that cool? We're in the garden. We're talking about the garden party stuff.
Yeah. Think about all the things you want to do in the garden this summer.
Yeah. This.
Ooh.
This might be my whole summer. I'll fast forward to the part. Where do they do they show the hive. Oh yeah, look at this. So they split open the hive part of it. Ooh, look at that. So it's these little like panels on the inside. Split them open and then it just flows out of the bottom.
That's amazing.
See, you can see it flowing out. So you don't have to open the hive. This
that
was
is
like a
really
GoFundMe
cool.
thing. This is not sponsored, but I just think it's one of the coolest things. That is fascinating to me. And then you can collect them, so you can leave some for the entire season.
Okay.
You can do some early or like late. So you can get like spring where it's maybe more clover, more blooming flowers, and like later summer where it's richer flavors.
Isn't that funny how honey really does have different flavors depending on what flowers it comes from? That's amazing. And you can't have flowers without bees, so bees are so important.
They're going to regret giving me this iPad. I was like, I think that's so fascinating. I would love to have, they're a little expensive, but you know what? It's an investment in our environment, our sustainability.
It is.
Bees are so important. Without the bees, we don't have the flowers,
exactly.
Right? And every time I see them too, especially at the end of the season, I'm like, go find your little friends.
Yep.
What are you doing? Oh, welcome to ShopHQ. We won't have time for the butterfly pendant. 208, what was the offer number here? 208436. It does come with the chain, matches in size beautifully. I do want to share the rope chain. Now, if you're shopping for pendants, we do have the Raffianato rope, the #1 selling link design from Stefano in the history of his collection, 215341. We have yellow gold, white gold, or the tricolor available. That tricolor, I think, especially heading into summer, we want more color.
Yeah.
That nude gold, oh, so pretty for summertime.
It really is. I like having the 3 colors of gold in one piece too, because then you can really mix and match it with anything you're wearing. It's more colorful. It makes us feel like spring. It feels like garden party, right? When you have the 3 different colors of gold. So that works for any of these pendants you're seeing in our show.
Now, if you'd like the matching earrings, 206867. How many were left in the earrings, Nick? I know these are very limited, double the butterfly. We have 10 left in the matching earrings. Head to the website. You can shop with value pay. If you want the full suite, maybe you have our store card, maybe you want to do special financing, you can spread those payments out 9, 12, or 18-month financing, depending on your cart total. Vintage garden party, Victorian garden party. This is the one that's I'm gonna make my host pick from the show, 214440. It's the Gardenia ring from Stefano. Oh, it is gorgeous.
Isn't that
you
pretty?
see the diamond faceting, you see that sandblasted background. It's under $400. Sizes, we do have 5 through 10. It's single digits. We have 3 or less in each of the sizes here. If we do round up your size, because this is 14 karat solid gold, you could possibly get it sized a little bit. It is a big one. It is 1 inch. It is 2.5 grams. This goes back to like cameos, right? This goes back to like vintage jewelry, the gardenia. The smell of a gardenia is nothing like it.
True, yes, it's gardenia flowers there. It's called the rilievo ring, which means relief. And that's the art technique that's used here that has that background of the gold, and then that flower, the image in the middle, is going to be kind of a relief carved into there. So it's a very traditional look. Of course, traditional looking ring, a really large presence on the hand there.
Crazy
but all the different finishes, that beaded finish around the edge. There's a lot of detail here. And of course, it goes with our garden party theme because it's flowers. Everything flowers and butterflies and everything garden party here.
Well, I feel like this is like the grand dame at the flower party, right? I feel like this is like the winning rose. It's the most, I think it's one of the most beautiful, it's one of the most limited items of the entire show. Because it has been so popular, we're only able to bring in a few. Imagine standing in like Tuscany when spring is coming out. You can smell the ancient flowers, the ancient vines. There's that one gardenia bush. When it comes out, it's a flourish. It's like a spiral flower. But it has this sweet honey-like flavor to it, or scent, I should say, not flavor. You don't need them.
You can almost feel like you can taste it because it smells so strong.
Yeah, well, scent and taste are very close.
Very.
Do you know what I miss? The fragrance shows.
We haven't done
a fragrance show. We haven't done a fragrance show forever.
I always think of you for those fragrance shows. I mean, you did all of them, but you're so good at describing the scents. It's amazing.
Most of them. Then they took me off of them. Well, they're like, it was too hard to like schedule me for the hosting shifts and those. I'm like, what?
Well, now you're too in demand as a host.
Well, TBD. We have Cameo coming up from the Cameo ring. We have a gorgeous collection from Cameo Italiano coming up next. 11 pages of Stefano on the website. If you'd like to shop the ingot, it's back in stock in all sizes, 203711. Everything. Oh, even that magnetic closure, 156156. If you see a red badge, that is a clearance price, so do note, it gives you the deepest discounts, but those are final sale. That ingot, I want that. The 5 or 10. Which one would you choose out of all the sizes?
I like the 5. I think it's a good size. I mean, the 20 and 10 are amazing too, but they're so large on your neckline.
That's not a problem for me. I'm like, yes, please. And have you been watching White Lotus?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, when they're arriving, God, I forget her name. She has the teeth. She's
Chelsea.
Yeah. She has an ingot.
Does she really?
She's like Be Golden or Live Golden or something.
Oh, okay, cute.
Every time I see her, I'm like, oh, there's an ingot. It's so cool. I like the Stefano ingot better because hers is more of a fashion statement, but this is like a wealth statement, right?
Yeah.
I'd probably do the 10.
It really is. Okay, 10 is good.
Yeah.
I looked up one of those other necklaces on White Lotus that Victoria's wearing.
The Simpson necklace? No.
I can't remember what it's called, but it's like very ornate. A lot of big pieces on there, and it's like $250,000.
I watched a video that broke down the watches that they all have on.
Yeah.
So they chose watches for each character to give messaging and meaning. It's fascinating because I didn't even really notice the watches that much because there's so much drama. You're like, oh my god.
You're not
but
looking.
like the diamond date just like they both have them because it represents like the family wealth.
Yeah.
And then like Lachlan has a more affordable watch but a rare watch.
Yeah.
To like speak to his like access to things. So cool. Now we're gonna go next to 04330. Switching gears a little bit. For the garden party here, your initial but surrounded by butterflies and florals and hand-carved detail. I mean, when you think of those big shells, imagine how large the piece had to be to get each of these big pieces out of here.
Oh, it says shop.
Thank you, May. Oh, shout out to May,
I was
our
like, wait,
visual.
it says something.
Yeah, I got the A over here. Thank you. Now, if you are getting this home, this is a great gift. It's an enhancer veil pendant with a huge size so that most letters available. I know we're usually down to like 10 or fewer in each of these. Let's talk Cameo because the shell is so Italian, it's so historical, but it's so floral here.
Yeah, so Cameo Italiano is this brand, and they are one of the largest providers of cameos in the world. And cameos are handmade from shells, just like you're seeing here in this video. They have to be handmade. You have to cut out the piece of the shell. You have to carefully polish it and carve it, carve those designs into the shell. It's it's not a super thick material, so you have to be very meticulous while you're doing it. Yes, so that you don't break that shell, because once you do that, there's no going back.
No,
so you have to start all the way over. So this is a centuries old technique. It really feels vintage. It feels beautiful. And in this piece that we're looking at, it's the initial, and then of course all those beautiful flowers all around it. So it's really a work of art.
We need like historical masterpieces,
Exactly.
right? The size here is going to be 35 by 30 on average. So that's kind of the range. Of course, each letter has its own design, has its own presence. You'll see how the S versus the H, a little more floral, a little more detail, a little more swirl. Some even include butterflies, not all, but some will. You get the enhancer veil at the top here. And then I believe this does come with the chain.
It comes with that chain. And
wow.
Yeah, it's a paperclip link chain. You can see over here.
In 18 karat gold plating.
This. I know, 18 karat gold plated on all of the metal elements in this collection here. So 18 karat gold plating on this paperclip link chain. I mean, I can't believe we're including this chain. That
Under
is
$100.
crazy.
Well, this is always a bestseller. Every single show I've had this pendant in, it always is the #1. It blows up the phone lines. Everybody's always requesting it. If you want multiples, maybe this is a great gift. Maybe you want to get it home with that free shipping. You're already over the $75 threshold. Get it home. Try it out. You have a 30-day return policy. Comes with the chain. It does have a nice lobster claw closure. You could short link it potentially because of an open paperclip link design. 18 karat plating, I mean, that's not a light plating. That's a nice amount of gold for you. Everything that touches your skin is gold. And then if you want to take this off, by the way, it's an enhancer veil pendant.
Yes,
so you could take this off.
It opens up there.
Oops,
the clip opens up there, and then so you can clip it on to any kind of a chain that you want. So yeah,
right
a lot of versatility there. On that bail and that finding there, that is all 18 karat gold plating too. So this is a really good quality piece of jewelry. It's all made in Italy, of course. These are handmade pieces. These have to be hand carved. There's no way to do this by machines. Exactly.
Well, and to consider that it's handcrafted in Italy by the largest provider of cameos on the planet. They're preserving history and artwork. They're preserving a form of art that sort of is a dying trade, right? Because a lot of people are not learning this craft. They're not taking up the craft, and it has to be handed down generation to generation. It's like Waterford crystal, right?
Yeah.
If you don't learn from a master craftsman, it's not something you just read a book and pick up.
Right. You have
to be taught.
Yeah, it's like a hands-on art form that you really have to learn from someone who is skilled in this technique. And it's so much detail goes into this. Imagine having that sharp little knife and carving every single detail.
How many in total, Nick?
Each one of these
Look at the butterfly.
flowers.
Oh, you get a butterfly in yours.
Oh,
yours
yeah,
might be one of the best. The M might be one of the coolest because it's very symmetrical.
Yes, I love the letter M. Look at how pretty that is. It's a nice kind of curved script, and then all the flowers around it, and yes, a little butterfly even.
Aww.
So these are all so unique. those flowers are going to be in different places, depending on what letter you're getting. So they're
True.
all very different from each other. So really, it let the artists who created these and designed these had a lot of creative flexibility in this to really create that piece of art that you see. Look at each letter, how different the design of the flowers is.
When you're getting a sculpture for under $100
yeah.
with a chain too, I mean, it's a big deal. The earrings, oh, look at
Ooh.
that. What? Well, here's the thing. We're featuring Garden Party with flowers, butterflies, with the spirit of the season right now. The styles. If you want to see your individual style of letter, head to the website. You'll type in 204330. It'll take you to the page, and you can actually select letter by letter. So maybe you want first initial, last initial, whatever it is. If you're gifting it, you'll actually see an image of what the design will be, so you don't have to guess at that design. I love those cameo earrings. That's a bouquet. That's like a floral wreath. Those are very pretty.
It's a wreath of flowers done in that cameo. And so what are cameos made out of? They're made out of shells. This is a certain type of shell that they use to make cameos. And I'll show you the back in a little bit. But the pieces of shell, of course, are not thick. So there's not very much room to work with here. You have to very carefully carve that design on the front of the shell.
Glowing reviews here. You can go to the website. You can see, normally it's $255. It's often marked down to $119 for the show. We have it at under $100. 5-star after 5-star reviews. You'll see the enhancer veil pendants. You could take it off if you want, if you just want the chain.
Yeah.
Think of it like a bonus, right? And in the back, you see that actual, the nature of the shell.
This is the color of the shell.
Yeah.
So the shells are a little brownish tan in color or a little orange in color, depending on the type of shell. These are a little larger, but you can see how it's curved because the shape of the shell is going to be curved.
Yes.
Of course. So you cut out a piece of that shell like you saw in the video, and then you have to carve all of that design into this side. And so, of course, it's really nice and smooth on the back, but then the beautiful finish of the shell itself. I mean, cameos, we know them, we love them, we think of them as vintage jewelry, right? But now you're able to get that vintage technique and bring it into pieces that are modern now, that are made now with that same technique.
But I also appreciate them because it's a piece that you'd imagine going on vacation to Italy. Maybe you're down somewhere in the Mediterranean and you're looking for that perfect gift that sort of memorizes the trip. It gives you that sentimental quality to it. It's a piece you'd hope to find. Think of cameos, think of micro mosaics, think of all these carvings that are done in Italy by Italian craftspeople. That's a huge deal. Normally that would mean much higher expenses. If you're in Italy, the price will not be $99, by the way. You get a great opportunity to get these home while we have almost all of the letters available. That's not always the case. Often we have about half of the letters sold out. They're all single digits though. You get the chain, 18 inches, paperclip link chain design, 18 karat gold plating over sterling silver. You get nice large 35 by 30 millimeter initial pendants. The gift packaging here is also very pretty, and I like the characteristic quality of one of a kind, right? Because each of the A's will be different. Each of the B's will be different. They'll be a little bit unique for you.
Yeah, because it's a handmade piece of jewelry. These are handmade little sculptures. Yeah. Exactly. So everything is going to be a little different. There's a little butterfly there on the A as well. And the A has the flower at the top, the kind of holding in the bail. I like the script, how it almost feels like, well, especially with the flowy. A, all in kind of one ribbon.
It is
almost,
a ribbon. That's a good word. You read my mind. It's definitely a ribbon. It goes over, it goes under. They create this illusion of depth, of fantasy, and then to do them all with these floral motifs. It's like you're in the garden, right? You're surrounded by the flowers, the butterflies. So we talked about this in a previous show, but for spring, your favorite flower, you said lilac?
Lilacs are my favorite flower, yes. What's your favorite flower?
Tulips are way up there. Okay. Tulips are very high up on the list. I do love white roses.
Sure.
I love red tulips.
Okay.
I do love a lilac. There's nothing like it, right?
Yeah.
Like a big bouquet of them. I love ranunculus. Well, I'm picking a lot of favorites, aren't I?
A lot.
I'm defeating the definition of favorite.
That's okay. But yeah, think of spring flower. Maybe you can have a favorite spring flower and then a favorite summer flower and a favorite
like
fall
that.
flower.
Well, and I also love, I really love a magnolia.
Yeah.
When you smell them.
They smell so good.
Especially like the peak of summertime when you get like the warm air, it's like wafting on the breeze. There's an experience to flowers. There's a magic to flowers. There's a language to the flowers, right?
Orange blossoms smell so good.
Oh my God. I almost bought a mock orange last year just for the scent.
Yes.
Yeah, but I was like, I don't know, it's hard to grow.
Yeah,
I did buy some climbing hydrangeas.
Okay.
Wisteria. Love wisteria. We put it on the back fence. I don't know if it's going to come up or grow.
Yeah.
Oh, the other one, this is a vintage, this is a throwback, like cameos. That earring is coming up, by the way. The hollyhocks.
Yeah.
Love.
Okay.
It's sort of like, it's a farmstead flower. It's like growing up against the barn. It like growing up, my dad has this big vegetable garden. It's always to the back of the fence. Oh, they're so pretty. And the bees go crazy for them. So I bought him these. They're almost like pitch black. They're almost black for the hollyhock bloom.
Wow.
But they reseed so much. So he gave me this big bucket of the seeds. So I planted them along the back fence. I'm like, yeah, we'll see.
Nice.
I don't know, but that's always the wonder of the flowers, right? What's gonna come up? What's gonna happen? We know the price and the sellout opportunity here. 204330 from Cameo, from Italy, hand carved for your collection. If you have missed out previously, back in stock, but extremely limited. Here are those earrings. I think these are fabulous. They look like a full bouquet in each of the ears. Let's talk about this, because when you get that much detail, that means a lot of time spent creating these.
Definitely. I mean, think about how much work went into carving every single one of these earrings. And of course, you have to do it twice because you have 2 earrings. So many flowers there, larger, smaller, so much detail. These are just a wreath of flowers. And you saw them on Cheyenne. They are large. They've got a lot of presence there. They're over 2 inches in diameter there.
215-786, 32 by 32 millimeters. It's the carousel, and I think that's a very nice way to name it. Almost looks like, you know, the Kentucky Derby with the big, like, the rose wreath around the winners, sort of that look to it. Beautifully done, $305 down to $179 on sale, or a value pay of $30 to get yours. Shop the entire boutique. We don't have a lot of Cameo on the website, but we do have some incredible values. We have a lot of clearance prices section on Cameo, which is really exciting for you. Ooh, look at those at the top. Those are fun. If you want to go back to the antique style Cameos, you also have them with that deep, like, red-brown background.
Yes, yes, a lot of those. The whole collection, if you love Cameos, there's a lot of variety there.
We have everything on the website, priced for the show, for the garden party. A lot of these pieces also, and this is one of those examples, will feature 14 karat gold and diamonds. So this one is not set in plating. Oh my God, look at that, $2,400 down to $699. Wow, 72% off on Cameos, diamonds, and gold. Your monthly payment will be $116.66, of course, free shipping. That one is down to 5 left. What's the offer number there, Nick? 209981. Perfect, love that. I need to get my eyes checked.
I need to get a new prescription for my contacts, is what I need to do.
Oh my God. I was trying to order them. I was like, anything that has like a submit here and over there in a form. And I'm like, nope, it's, oh.
I know.
God, it's so frustrating. A little quick presentation here, something tropical. It feels like we're in Hawaii with the hibiscus flowers, right?
Yes.
And that fantastic, the jewel of the garden, of course flowers, but the hummingbird. I feel like of all the birds, they're like the little flying jewels that are always around.
They're so cute.
They really are. Well, and to watch the speed, right? To watch the wings. Have you watched the videos where, I think it's Spencer Pratt, he does they do this mask that includes like hummingbird feeders. So if you sit really, really still, the hummingbirds will come right up to the feeder.
I actually saw one of those in the store the other day where you like put it on your head or whatever, and you just sit there and wait for the hummingbird to come up to you.
I don't think I'd want that.
I don't think I'd be patient enough to do that, but
you're just sitting
it's
there
cute.
waiting. If you perfectly still,
hummingbirds are so small too.
They're like little baby things. Now this is not tiny, isn't it?
This is probably about the size of a hummingbird, honestly, like this size right here.
209983, under $100 here as well. Wonderfully rendered. I think the capture of that flutter is really nice.
Yeah, look at that beautiful, the wings and the tail, the beak that's drinking the nectar out of the flower. I mean, I love a hummingbird. I love a flower. Everything is about garden parties here. So we've got flowers, we've got the butterflies, we've got the hummingbirds. So here, of course, done in that Cameo style again. So all hand carved, all hand done. That's that true piece of the shell that design is carved into. You can see how they're always going to be a little curved because that's just the way the shell is. Yeah. And all of the feathers and the leaves and the petals of the flower, there's so much detail that's in this carving.
35 by 32, oh no, 38. It's even bigger than that. It's a nice big size. You do get the rope chain here included, by the way. So the chain length is approaching 20 inches. It's 19 and a half. There's a little extender at the back there. I think if you have vacations coming up or if you love a cruise, I mean, this one, if you want like one piece to pack, I would maybe get the earrings, the carousel earrings that we presented earlier. 215786, I believe, was the earring, and then get the necklace, 209983. You could also remove this. So if you wanted just the chain or just the pendant, it's a true enhancer veil pendant.
Yeah, you can take that pendant off the chain. I can't believe we're including the chain with this,
for under $100.
Yeah, it's an 18-inch chain. It's beautiful. I mean, 18 karat gold plated. It's amazing, wear it by
We have 8
itself.
left. 8.
But look at just the detail of the hummingbird here. So really all about spring. Such a nice piece for spring and summer. It makes you feel good. Puts you in a good mood.
It puts you in a sunny disposition,
Yes.
right? Now you're going to see on Cheyenne here a necklace that is coming up as well, the station necklace. We have a couple different motifs there. She's wearing the heart. We have a flower, we have a butterfly, we have a heart as well. 214456. That's coming up. If you'd like the hummingbird, we're down to 5 available. That is all we have, never guaranteed a reorder. And especially considering that's coming from Italy, the prices to get into the country coming forward could be a lot more expensive, you know?
Definitely, yeah. So, I mean, all this stuff is handmade in Italy, everything from Cameo Italiano. So everything you're seeing on Cheyenne right there. I love this necklace coming up.
It's a 3rd generation tradition. You could consider that, protecting and preserving an artwork, a form of craft, that if they didn't protect it, it would die. And that's the hard thing to think about, right? Because once it's gone, it's gone. Same applies for that hummingbird and that pendant. 214456 is next. I'm very excited for this one, the station link design. I love the flower the most out of all of them. We also have a heart, which is very pretty. You get a lot of stations of the cameos here. You get 5 of them in total. You can just wear this right over the head for the length of it. Now, the biggest of the stations, or largest, is going to be 28 by 25. You get a lot of stations with the little seed pearls. I have the heart motif in my hand. We also have a butterfly, and we have the flower. So you get your choice. I'm showing you the front and the back of those hearts down in front. Oh, it's a beautiful way to display that, May. Flower at the top, and then butterfly at the bottom. Because, of course, garden party, you need all of it.
Of course you do. Flowers, butterflies, some hearts, sure. Look at that. But this is done in the cameo carvings on those stations with the flower, the butterfly. But there's a lot going on in this piece.
Wow.
There's freshwater cultured pearls here. You're getting
There's a lot
so
of
many
them.
beautiful pearls.
Yeah, look at that.
I mean, so much detail and luxurious elements of this station necklace.
Little sweeties.
It is 34 inches, so it is a
Nice.
really nice long layering necklace.
Getting into like opera length territory,
Yes.
right? Yeah, if you're thinking of like pearls, it's going to be getting towards that longer length. Now you get multiple stations here, but between them, you get these rhythms of pearls. I think that is, I love pearls.
So cute.
I think
Me
out of all the
too.
gemstones, I mean, I love diamonds, I love tanzanite. I just want a tanzanite to look at it.
Yeah.
It's like a nice big tanzanite, like
Right.
a really good, like a quad A tanzanite. But pearls, real pearls, freshwater cultured pearls. It really leans into the feminine quality of this necklace.
It does, and pearls really feel like spring to me too. You
Always.
have flowers, motifs, and the pearls together. It's so feminine. It feels light. It feels happy, just like spring. Just like what
True.
we're looking forward to with spring here. Look at this beautiful necklace. It is really good for layering. So I have it layered with my initial cameo pendant too. But look at these beautiful stations.
I like the flowers. I think that is one of the best designs. Butterfly's most limited. There's 3 in butterfly. Nick, how many in the heart? How many in the flower? I know we're under 2 dozen in total. If you want the heart, we have 1 dozen. Aw, the flower. 6. Oh, the 6 available.
Look at that pretty little flower.
The dimension of the flower, it's so realistic.
It is, isn't
It's so
it? Really
good.
is realistic.
That's the thing that really made me fall in love with that. And they're nice large size. The largest flower is going to be 27 by 27.
Yeah,
Wow.
so the largest cameo is going to be on the bottom right there, whether it's the flower, the heart, or the butterfly. And then there'll be 4 other stations of these cameos on the necklace here that are a little bit smaller in design. Right there, as you can see on each side. So it lays so nicely, it's nice and symmetrical. And of course, those beautiful pearls in between each one. And all 18 karat gold plating on this necklace. So
Wow.
everything is just precious on here.
All handcrafted cameo by cameo. If you are a collector, we know how limited these collections have become, how rare the presentations are, by the way. It's so infrequent that we get to feature cameo on air. This is all we have. This is every single piece that we have for you, 214456. If you go to the website, you will find some clearance pieces that will not present in the show, but if you do shop clearance, I mean, there are some cameo pieces done in 14 karat solid gold diamonds, rich cameos at like 70% off. So head to the website, you can shop for all of them. If you'd like Cheyenne's hummingbird pendant, it is almost sold out on shophq.com. I like that this leans into tradition though. So it's a modern take on a traditional element,
Definitely.
3 generations, and I appreciate that. Supporting a family that's continuing an artwork and a tradition, and something you'll always have in your collection without paying the Italian, vacation tourist prices.
Yeah, exactly. Cameos are such a really Italian piece of jewelry. It's
Quintessential.
an Italian art form, and these all have to be handmade. I love just getting anything handmade because
True.
it's so special. So much
can feel
work
that in
is
the
put
soul.
into it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's something different, right? When you have a handmade item versus a machine-made item, you feel the heart, you feel the soul, you feel the hands and the care that made it.
And then you take more care of it too because you know someone put so much care into making it for you.
Fact. And if you're gifting it, beautiful piece. You get a lot of cameos here, $229. Break that down further though. During the checkout process, you can choose single pay if that works for you. Great, love it. But maybe you want to get multiple items. Maybe you're building a collection here today. The next item, by the way, piece diamonds. Great choice to use that value pay. Now, when it comes to the heart, the flower, or the butterfly, never guaranteed to get it back. If you missed the start of the show, we had a Passport to Turkey little segment for you for the reticulated flowers. If you have been noticing the big pendants, we have the ring as well, 213887. We have the platinum plated over sterling, 22 karat gold over sterling as well. An insane amount of reticulation there. A double layered tulip design with, by the way, I think sizes were 5 through 10. Most sizes are down to last call though. Then we talked about Stefano. Stefano with the Ricami collection, the butterfly. There's a pendant, there's earrings, there's a ring. 214306 is the ring. 3.36 grams. Beautiful couture collection on top. Lace floral design and butterfly. Best of all the worlds. If you want one piece for the collectors out there, mark down for the show, by the way. Sizes 5 through 9, 10 is officially sold out. Little reminder of the initial from Cameo though. So we went from Passport to Turkey, we went to Italy, we went to the Cameo collection, we had the large initial pendants. To come with the chain at under $100, I mean, we can see why it's customer favorite every single visit.
Definitely. That's a personal piece of jewelry, of course, it's your initial, but everyone is so different because of the different placement of the beautiful flowers on each initial.
204330. If you want to enjoy the entire garden party on our website, type in flowers at the top there. It'll bring you to all of the floral jewelry we're featuring today. We have a lot of things we're never going to see again on air because they are very limited. Oh, there's a little hibiscus, there's some tropical pieces, there's a tricolor piece. Who is that from?
Yeah.
Oh, Gold Standard Jewelry Company. Who's she? I don't know her.
Yeah.
There's a Lambert piece down there. That Lambert, the Lambert Prima Gold. I wish we had so much more of it.
Me too.
Oh, they were so pretty. Just to hold them, just to see them. Voga, Toscana, Peace. There's a lot of Toscana in there with floral. Ooh, we have a micro mosaic. Wait, hold on, go down a little further. Who's the micro mosaic from? That big pink thing down at the bottom.
Tagliamonte.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. $249.92. Yeah, let's take a look at that. I love a micro mosaic.
Yeah, such a cool art form, honestly, especially in a ring like that.
Sizes 6 and 8 only.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
I can
so
see why.
detailed.
I can see why. Now, what is the offer number there? That's 18 karat gold plating, micro mosaic, 205-997. If you are a 6 or an 8, or if you want to gift that, oh my God, the size of the Medusa.
Wow.
Okay, well, hello. I can see why they didn't put it in the garden party. I'm glad we got to squeeze it in here. Thank you, Nick. Fabulous piece. There's 2. There's a 1 in each size. Well, I get it. 205-997. I just think a micro mosaic, that's something I'd love to learn. Mosaics. I watched this video of this lady do this big sundial mosaic. I got so sucked in.
That would be fun to do, yeah.
And then I found out she sells the tiles on her website, so I'm like, here I am shopping for tiles. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's my new career, right? It's
maybe.
diamonds.
Beekeeping and mosaics.
Perfect.
There you go.
Perfect. I'll move to Italy and just disappear. I found my calling. And now we have the piece diamond segment 210267. We do have white or yellow gold available. Choice of size for carat weight. 1 full carat, 2 full carats, 3 full carats. And you see the difference. When it comes to piece diamonds, we're going to talk about the way that they are created, chemically, optically, physically the same as natural diamonds. But now we get the control. We get better quality. We get better match. Oh, and you can see the way they just behave. I mean, these, they're like the divas of the garden, right? I don't know which, it's like the white rose of the garden. They just really sparkle. So 1 at the top, 2 at the middle, 3 at the bottom. We're showing you the white gold options here, 14 karat white gold. You also have a 14 karat yellow gold option, 210267. So let's break it down. $19.95 for 3 carats. That is a very good value per carat.
It's crazy. I love to talk to you about piece jewelers with all of our diamonds, of course,
This is your brand.
This is my brand, and it has been here for about 1.5 years at the network, and we just bring you the best quality lab-grown diamonds ever. I mean, truly believe lab-grown diamonds are the way to buy diamonds now, just because of how good the quality is. So
Insane
there's,
sparkle.
you know, the only difference between a lab-grown diamond and a mined diamond is where they come from. It's the same material, it's the same everything.
The best analogy I ever heard was ice formed in your freezer versus ice formed outside.
Right.
It's still ice.
Exactly.
Period.
You wouldn't say, well, it's not ice because it's made in the freezer. No, it's ice.
But I know which one I'm putting in my cocktail.
Yeah, right. You don't have the
outside.
impurities. You don't just go get ice off the ground and put it in your drink.
Oh,
exactly.
That would be a little weird.
Right. So with the lab process, you know, there are imperfections in lab-grown diamonds as well, but we just don't select any of that for our jewelry.
We get to control.
Right.
Yeah.
We only choose the best of the best with no imperfections to the naked eye. These are FG color, so colorless to near colorless diamonds in this piece. I'm wearing them, of course. This is the only floral motif that we have in the entire Piece Jewelers collection, so I'm glad that we added it into our garden party
1
hour.
carat's gonna sell out.
Okay, this is the 2 carat that I'm wearing that you can see on my ear here. We have those 3 sizes. They are different, you know, size earrings depending on the carat weight, of course. This one is the middle size. I think that it is a really nice size, has a lot of presence on the ear.
14 points in each stone.
Right, and so there's 7 diamonds here creating that flower shape. You have the 1 in the center, yep, and then you've got that 6 creating the petals around the center stone. They're all round, brilliant cuts, set so close together, so pretty that it forms that beautiful flower. And really on this piece, you know, the gold color doesn't matter that much because you don't see the gold at all.
I might go for the white gold. The reason being because you have really high quality diamonds.
Yeah.
When you put in white gold, you need high quality diamonds
It is
to do
true.
so. In the 1 carat size, each of the 14 diamonds is going to be a brilliant cut, round shape, 7 points each. Then you go to the 2 carats, you double in size and carat weight, 14 points each, same quality. Then you go up to the big one, right? If you want that beautiful large floral, 21 points each. 3 carat is always the favorite. 5-star after 5-star reviews. Get this quickly before it sells out. And the baskets of gold, by the way, when I show you the amount of gold that you're situated in here, the overall weight in the 3 carat, 4.8 grams. That is not an insignificant amount of gold, but you get so much security. Look at the baskets, the petals of gold, alone the diamonds.
Yeah, look at that side view. I
Crazy.
love that. There is a lot
Butterfly
of gold
back.
holding in those diamonds. Oversized butterfly back too, so it holds it nice and flat against your ear.
This is what I get excited about. The fire,
I like the
brilliance.
close-ups,
I do. Well, and we don't do this for all diamonds. When you can stand on top of a diamond and just get right in there, that's a beautiful diamond.
They're so beautiful. That's what we want from diamonds, right? We want it to be clear. We want it to reflect the light. We want to have that fire. Look at all those colors you can see reflecting from the diamonds. This is how you know you have a good quality diamond.
She's really beautiful. They're going to be prong set in there, but they share a lot of their baskets. So it's a bit of a reduction in those prong settings. No matter which way they turn, there's always a beautiful side to it. I love Alice in Wonderland. The reason why I bring this up is when she goes to the garden and she meets all the flowers. This feels like the white rose, doesn't it? It feels like the one that leads all the other flowers, the ones above the rest.
She's like the queen.
She's the queen. Yeah, she's the queen rose out of all of them. 5-star reviews from previous customers. Gorgeous. 10 months ago. Thank you, Jules in Florida. I got the white gold 3 carat flower about a month ago. They're gorgeous, lots of sparkle, love how they look. Quality is exceptional, extremely sturdy. The earrings are stunning. There's one other 5-star review on the website as well. You can go and read that. Choice up 1, 2, or 3. I mean, if you can, break that down. What would that be? So $19.95 divided by 3, you're under $700. You're under, what, $670 per carat?
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, because normally we'd say about $1,000 per carat here at the network, which I feel like we might need to update that.
Right. I mean, as we get more quantity in of things, as the technology advances, we're able to do better and better prices on our diamonds, which I think is amazing. Okay, great. Because I really do think I want as many people as possible to be able to get in on those diamonds that they want. So, you know, we have our whole Piece Jewelers collection. Of course, we're only showing you one item right here, but we've got so many different diamond items for everyone. Really classic pieces, really beautiful pieces. And then this is a little bit more unique. This is one of our more specialty pieces.
And I do want to show you one piece. May, would you mind grabbing me something? Would you mind grabbing the Piece Diamonds tennis bracelet? I want to show that alongside of, it's a favorite, and maybe it's something you wear all the time. Maybe it's one of those dream pieces. If these have been on your wish list, we're featuring an hour, right? 1 hour at the garden party, the flowers, the butterflies, the bees, the sun is out, the earth is warming. there's nothing like the smell of spring. When you walk outside,
It's
like the
true.
grass is green, the leaves are new.
Just makes you happy.
It smells new.
Yeah.
It smells like spring. It smells like renewal. It's like the birth of the season. It's like the birth of Venus. When you see all the flowers and the petals, the color. There's no color like springtime because I feel like summer gets a little more mature. And then fall gets golden. Spring is youthful. It's exciting. It really does dazzle. If you get these home, I mean, I hope you wear them every single day. I hope this becomes a signature piece for you. If it's something you reserve for sometimes, it's gorgeous. Let's talk about the brilliant cut. So 58 facets.
Yes, so there are 7 diamonds in
Thank you,
each of
May.
these earrings, and each one of them is a round brilliant cut. So you can see there how beautifully they're put together. The round brilliant cut has 57 to 58 facets, and that is the cut of the diamond that really maximizes the sparkle of the diamond the
Check
most.
this
So it's
out.
been engineered perfectly and faceted perfectly to give you the most sparkle. There's the tennis bracelet. This
How
is
could I
from
do
our
a
Piece
show
Jewelers
without her?
collection.
She's not loaded in the show, but I'm just like, oh, I want you to see
Yeah.
it. Probably my top pick of any item here at the network for jewelry. I mean, look at it's
amazing.
drop dead gorgeous. I want
Colorless
one.
to near colorless diamonds, F to G, the
it
same as
10
in
carat?
this flower. That's the 10 carat you're holding, yep.
As if I didn't know.
10 carat. It is crazy, yeah. So everything in our collection here is done in the best quality diamonds. This is the color chart for diamonds. Starts at D, D, E, F, G, H. F to G is what you're looking at in that tennis bracelet and in this floral earring. F to G, that's colorless to near colorless.
Are these graded, by the way?
They are,
Oh.
yes. So everything here, I mean, lab-grown diamonds are going to be graded the same way as mine diamonds
Yep.
because they're the same exact thing. So any institution that grades diamonds will grade them the exact same way. That's how we get these specifications for you. I want you to know what you're getting because when you know what you're getting, you can be assured it's a good quality piece of jewelry and it will look the same now and it'll look the same for years to come.
I've never seen the floral designs from Peace Diamonds. Rare, it's very limited.
Yes.
We have in the 1 carat 5 remaining for you. That's all that we have.
Oh, wow.
2 carat. There are 12 available in the 3 carat, which is historically the favorite. You know, a lot of people, the review mentioned the 3 carat. If you can, it breaks down to $665 per carat. That's an insane value. And imagine being decked out in diamonds, dazzling. And this is a 365 day. I mean, you do not just wear this for the garden party. I hope you wear this all the time. I have the 3 carat in my hand right now next to a 10 carat diamond tennis bracelet, 21 points in each of those diamonds. But they really have a continuous design. So there's not a big break, there's not a big gap. They all cluster together to give you the look of a real flower.
Yeah, I like that we've had so many different flower designs this hour. Of course, that's the
It's a
theme.
good hour.
But it's so much fun to see the different ways that you can create that flower look depending on the material you're using, right? So you have the shells, the carved cameos in the flower. You have the gold right here, the filigree work in a flower. You have the pure diamonds in a flower. I mean, you can match all of them together. That's what's great about jewelry. You can really create your own look. You can use different materials, different looks, different techniques, and they're all still beautiful together.
Now, which size do you have in?
This is the 2 carat.
This is the 2
The
carat.
middle size, yeah.
Okay, and for sizing reference, we have a little chart will pop up for you, 210267. To be saving discounts like this on diamonds and gold. I mean, the 3 carat, just for example, 4.8 grams. That is more than some brands' bracelets.
Right.
Right? That's a lot of gold for $19.95. Your introduction, $7.95 for 1 carat. Arguably, as you go up in carat size, you get a better value because price per carat goes down, right? And gold prices have not gone anywhere but up, which I'm like, oh.
It's true.
It's almost like a little bit of a thing where you open it and you're like, oh God, how much is it today? 3,100, 3,200,
Yeah.
like where is it going? Diamonds have also gone up quite a lot in price, but here you get the benefit of Mina's collection, Peace Diamonds. We have 90 seconds left. There's a lot more to shop from Peace Diamonds, but there's a lot more to shop from our show. We shared Passport to Turkey. We shared Cameo Italiano. We shared Stefano. We shared a lot of pieces with you. This is really the way to end it on the high note, though. It's like the shiny object.
I love the variety. Again, we've got diamonds, we've got gold, we've got cameos, so much for everyone. All these beautiful flower designs. I hope that everyone is excited for spring as we are. Just all the flowers, all the beauty. But these are flowers that you can wear all year round.
And
so
I
you
hope
don't
you
have to wait
do.
for spring.
The flowers that never wilt, the diamonds that never lose their sparkle,
Yes.
the gold that never loses its value. This has been so much fun. I've been looking forward to this show for a long time. Love a theme, love a celebration. Mina, you're fabulous. Thank you. Now, if
Thanks,
you are shopping
Aaron.
on the website, head to shophq.com. You can find everything there priced right now for the show. It's always so fun to join you for a show like this, especially with diamonds like this. If you want that tennis bracelet, it's on the website. Just search under Peace Diamonds. you'll find that as well. More great shopping coming up next from ShopHQ. Don't forget that value pick and spread those payments out a little bit further. Happy spring. Welcome to the celebration of life.